Good afternoon. This is Chaim from Strathmore Farms, and this is going to be a pieced together video series on how to make your chickens kosher after a successful kosher slaughter called Shechita. The first step after they're defeathered or deskinned is you soak them in water for a half hour. And as you can see, they're in the water soaking now. One bantam chicken, two roosters, one of that was only 16 weeks old, so he's going to be a roaster. One for soup. Actually, bantam was for soup, one full-size chicken for soup, one 16-week rooster for the grill or something, and one duck for some duck jerky, and we'll see what we'll do with the other half of the duck. But we will follow up on this series with the next step when it's finished soaking, which is the salting process. I will see you then. Hey everybody, this is Chaim from Strathmore Farms, and as promised, I'm showing you the different steps in making meat completely kosher so it can be eaten. So the first step, of course, is having a kosher animal. The second step is making sure it's healthy enough that it will pass a kosher slaughter, kosher shechita. Meaning even if it's sick, that doesn't necessarily mean that it can't be kosher. But it does mean that when you slaughter it, it has to have a death rattle. If it doesn't have a death rattle, and even if it's questionable, then that animal is considered not kosher. So we've already slaughtered the chickens and one duck, and we've already now had it soaking in water, regular tap water, for 30 minutes. And now we're going to do the salting process. So, Tiggy, you're a wonderful dog, but you are not needed for this part of the video. So we've got our Wesley Farms brand coarse kosher salt, Passover approved. Never hurts to be Passover approved. So here we've got good old Sir Quack-a-Lot. So what you want to do when salting is you want to get salt everywhere, especially under the wings, any spot, any crevice, all surface areas. Wherever you think you can put salt, that's where you want to put salt. Get it all up on the inside. There's no such thing as are you using enough salt, because that's just the way it is with kosher. Okay, that's one. I'm probably going to speed through this part of the video process. This one here was one of the roosters that came to me. And this is one that's 6 months old. So this is going to be used for soup. So how do I know which ones I'm using for soup and which ones are good for roasting? Well, for the chickens, you can tell because if it's for soup, I took the skin off because it's an older bird. I mean, this one was only 6 months, so it was definitely too old to be roasted. So I took the skin off and it'll be a soup chicken. It's going to go to freezer camp for now. And we're just going to hit that up everywhere. Next one here. Tiggy, back up, boy. Okay. Got a little bit of Vic here. We'll just roll off. Should have done a better job here with the feathers, but there's always time for that. It's not too bad. Get salt everywhere. I mean, well, it's definitely not looking like a grocery store chicken now, is it? Not with all the feathers on this one. This one has the skin on it, so that tells me, you, all of us, that this is one that's going to be for grilling or roasting, you know, something of that nature. This one here was Speed Pacer, the one who missed his girls that he was hatched with. This one here I hatched. Maybe you remember me talking about my roosters, Lenny, Daryl, and Daryl. Well, this is the child of one of those three. So, Speed Pacer here was hatched, spent time in my bathroom in the brooder there. You might have remembered him from some of the videos of the Daily Peep Show. He was one of the stars. Well, now he's a star in the process of what we call malicha, salting. Now, who else do we have here? Oh, this little guy. This little guy bit me on the way over to the cage to be slaughtered. So I promised I'd shuck him first. And I did. This was the Bantam Roo, not the nice one, of course. The nice one got a reprieve. That would be Mini-Me. This one here is Tattoo. And Tattoo got to be first today. So let's hear it for being first. Now, he was not the only one to attack me today. He was only the first. The one with the skin on, Speed Pacer, kicked me in the lip and gave me a bloody lip and a fat lip all combined. Now some of you might be going, ha ha ha, that's what you get. We're glad you got bit. We're glad you got kicked, because, you know, these chickens are all, and duck are all saying, I wanted to live. Well, of course, everybody wants to live. But you know what? If they'd lived in the wild, they would have had a much worse death. They would have probably been eaten alive by prey. And mind you, my son-in-law was right that when it came to Shechita of the duck, I'm sorry to say, I mean, it's truth. You know, like many other content creators out there, I want to be upfront and honest. The duck took the longest to expire, and I wish it could have happened faster for him, but it didn't. Now these are the gizzards of all the animals. Looks like I got a little extra book here on this one. And we're just going to salt these guys up. Place them on here as well. I was told by one of my rebellion before that I had this container the wrong way last time. So any cut open area you want to get it into. Now this one here, you know, I talk about simonim, signs. So this one here, I cut a little D on here. So that should signify that this is the gizzard that came from the duck. Sir Quacks a lot. Now I have no idea of knowing which gizzard came from the two full-size roosters, from Speed Pacer and the other one. But I can tell you this itsy bitsy one here came from that Bantam, because it is so small, just like he was. But he's going to go for soup because he was also 6 months old. And just to make sure I got no shortages, is salt, salt, salt. You can never have too much salt when you do kosher salting. Now my hands are full of salty water. Make sure there's nothing else down here. Okay, we're going to dump that out. And now these are going to sit for 1 hour. After that will be the next stage, and I'll be happy to show you that as well. I will see you then. Until then, this is Chaim from Strathmore Farms saying be blessed. I was blessed today. I did 4 birds. I intended to do 4 birds. I got 4 kosher birds out of it for pretty much a beginner. My second time with the knife in my hand, my second set of birds, I hit 100%. So I'm pretty proud of myself. The rabbi watching me was pretty proud of myself, of me as well. because he had never shechted a duck before. So that was the first time for both of us. Now, my son-in-law did give good advice, and as I do have a video, although I haven't decided if I'm going to post the videos of Shechita, because let's face it, I don't want my account to get banned, even if it is for educational purposes. Who knows how they'll take it. So anyway, I'm going to see if I can't find something, a second thing to put over top. You know what? I think I've got just the thing. You guys wait right there. No bother pausing because it's just going to be 1 second. It pays to be ingenuity. Okay, Mr. Duck's got a big neck here. There, we will set that on top and cover it. That way we'll keep the flies off of it. Because nobody, oh, there goes my back to the camera. There's a big mistake. Nobody wants flies on their meat. Right, Amundo? So, I'm feeling good. I hope you guys are all feeling good. Oh, did I mention the chicken that kicked me in the lip and gave me a fat lip? Yeah, you know what? That was a tough one, because in that video, that's the one that was kicking. The knife slid down the feathers. As I was watching the replay, I was thinking, oh my goodness, was I over on pausing called Shechita? Because if I started to cut somewhere and continued somewhere else on a bird, the time that could even be disputed is so small that when looking at the video in instant replay super slow-mo, that it just simply glided across the feathers as I was doing the cutting motion until I actually got to the cutting. So this video was a little bit longer than I anticipated, so trust me, whatever format I put it on, it's going to be a long one, but worth watching. So y'all be blessed. I'll see you in the next video. Hey everybody, I forgot, just needed to point out one thing on the process of salting, that you want to have it at an angle so the blood drains better. So all I did to achieve this is stick a little something under one side of it, and job done. So I will make sure to add this clip so you guys know this. Hello everybody, this is Chaim from Strathmore Farms, and this is the next section in the series of how to make your meat kosher to be eaten after the slaughter. So we've already talked about the slaughter, Shechita, and the last video was the salting process. Well, actually, the video before that was the soaking process for 30 minutes. Then came the video on salting, which was an hour, and that hour is now up. So now, as they say, we are ready to rock and roll. We will just put that out of the way over there. Move it, little boy. As you see the birds here from today's slaughter, they are not quite yet ready to be eaten. So we're going to do a process with them. So give me a second to set up my phone, and we'll be all ready to go. Okay, so now that everything's been salted, I'm taking now first the gizzards and the duck. Let's see how much I can grab here. And okay, one chicken. We'll start with carrying this one. Look out, Tiggy Wiggy. Now you didn't see that, but the gizzards in the bucket one, the duck and one chicken in the bucket one. Go back to the salt. section. Grab the last two birds, and in they go. Okay, now I want to grab my hose. Always keep a hose. Don't leave home without it. Perfect. So I like to take the chicken, shake it up a little bit in here. You want to get all that salt off, all it out of there. Now, you might say, does this help take the place of brining a chicken? To some extent. You do not have to brine kosher chicken as much. Now, you'll look at this chicken here, and you'll go, oh my God, look at all those feather remains. Yeah, that's how you know chicken is kosher. Because unlike the non-kosher chickens out there, we are not allowed to put chickens into boiling hot water, anything above the temperature of 116 degrees before it's processed. That would be considered cooking, and it's not kosher yet. So that would make the entire bird not kosher for use. But at this point, everything got covered in salt. So it's just a question of fine-tuning the feathers out of it to make it look pretty. But there is absolutely nothing wrong with it on a kosher status of it now. But I will fine-tune this one when it's not your convenience but mine. So this is chicken one now going into bucket. Oh, wait a second. Not so fast, you. Before we put you in there, we brought a hose over for you. Okay. And you want to get up in here and you want to give it a good rinsing off. Actually, I should have done this before it even went into the bucket, but it's going to get rinsed off plenty. Don't you worry. Down there. Upside down. Oh yeah, spray it out in there. Okay, now you're ready. In you go. Next. Oh, Sir Quack-a-Lot. Okay. Not a problem. Woo. Oh yeah. Up in the wings there. After all, just like we were meticulous to get it with salt, we got to be meticulous to get it with the water. Oh, get that inside cavity all nice and clean, and you're all ready to go and into the bucket with you, all the way down. Okay, next on the list. Okay. Don't worry, this one's not mini-me. This is Tattoo. Tattoo. You notice he does not have his skin because he is definitely not a roaster. He is going to be boiled with soup. Indeed, because he's over 6 months old. So that puts him in the category of not tender eaten. Get up underneath those pits there. It's not a baby chicken. It's a midget chicken. Oops, it's a little people chicken. Sorry about that, little people. I didn't mean anything by the M word. Yo, please forgive me. I'm a boomer. You know, I remember all like whatever. It's a different world now. I'm not used to all what you can and can't. My son makes fun of me. Oh well. This one here, you notice, no skin on it. Makes it a soup chicken. And into the bucket with you. Let's see, what else do we have? Okay. Gizzard one with a D on it. That's duck. Oh, itsy bitsy gizzard. Bantam. Next set of gizzards. Okay. To be determined which is which. Okay. That one's from the soup chicken. And this one here is from Speed Pacer. because Speed Pacer was younger, therefore it's naturally that his gizzards would be smaller. We'll give that a second in there. Reach down here, make sure there's nothing else. No. Okay, good. That's a good count. We're gonna dump this bucket right down here. Everything's sprays off. Next, we are now going to go bucket 2, rinse, bucket 3. Starting with Sir Quacks-a-Lot. Oh yeah, good, rinse that way. Turn it upside down, get underneath the pits. Oh yeah, it's like taking a good shower except with cold water. Well, tap water. Not cold, not hot. Oh well, it's a good thing I'm wearing my work boots because they're waterproof and they're getting soaked. Whew. Okay, that's good, and down you go. Okay, next on the list. Okay, 6-month rooster, good for soup, no skin, you've been identified, you've not been mislabeled. Man, I'm making everything wet up here. Good thing I don't do like those, some of those people that do meat birds like 30 plus birds a day. That would be, I would have to set up a whole different type of workstation out in the backyard for that. And as it was, when I was processing, by the time I got by the middle end of my 3rd bird, the bees started coming. Now you want to talk about a pain. I was spraying them away. Okay, here's Speed Pacer. I was spraying those bees away, but they kept coming back, and I'm like, you know, damn, so I ended up having to come up here on the deck to do the duck. Do the duck on the deck with the deck on the duck. I can make a video out of that, almost. Oh yeah, that cavity straight out. Look at all these little hairs over here. Oh, they do look simply divine. Down you go. Oh, I'm recording, so yes I am. Here we've got a little tattoo. You're playing! You're playing! You're playing! Oh, where's that? There we go. You're playing! You're playing! You're playing! You're playing! Oh, I bet you're going to get a lot of hate on that. No skin. Look at his little naked butt here. That's right, I cut that off. You're playing! Bye-bye.
You putting these on?
Huh? Later. Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna be steak tonight. Okay. Gizzard. Gizzard. Duck gizzard. There's a D. Gizzard of duck one. Dead on the...
One's later, I might start on fries.
And the last little gizzard. Take a little break while we dump out this bucket. Oh, what a mess. Oh, I feel the water seeping in. My boy's like, he doesn't want to be on any of this content stuff I make, so he's like, hurry up, old man. So we'll try and accommodate him. Okay. Last stage, almost last stage. Fair turn, don't want to soak pizza, the grumpy barn cat, or Rama of the famous group Rama Lama Ding Dong. So, not to bore you with the entire process, but at this stage, the bird is ready to go. And you also say, oh, all those feathers. So, let me show you what we're going to do about that. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Hot diggity. Oh, well, that's not good. You're not supposed to do that. But we will singe them off. But you know what? It's all soaking wet, so now's not the time to try and singe it. But I brought it out here more for visual effect. But that's what you do to get all the rest of the feathers off. But basically, this chicken is done. This chicken is done. Oh yeah. This duck is done. And of course,
The plane! The plane!
it's Tattoo.
The plane! The plane!
We forgot something. Not completely done. We were too busy having fun at their expense. That's just to give it a good old, well, actually this one got rinsed. We're doing a good old rinse around the collar rinsing. Because really, at this point, you're just looking to remove all that salt. And, I mean, unless you're a smoker, you really don't need all that salt. Only smokers need extra salt to add flavor. And that is proven. Anyway, that's it on how to make your meat kosher. Still haven't decided if I'm going to show the clips of the actual slaughter. Anyway, y'all be blessed.